Hello, my name is Pieter van Heyningen and I'm the CEO of KULU Eco-Services. We're a company focused on waste, water and energy, and we have a pioneering technology and innovation locally grown that deals with both waste management and disruption of waste management in the Western Cape. There's a ban on liquid and organic wastes that have been around since 2019, and in the Western Cape there's an incremental ban on organic wastes, and we're here to solve that challenge, and we have some great solutions that we'd like to provide the market at this point in time. That's it. Well, we're involved in a number of different projects across the continent. We've recently engaged with various role players in Nigeria, and Nigeria has a very difficult waste profile. A lot of the waste, and the liquid waste and organic waste, are landing up in the river systems, and we've managed to partner with one or two organizations there that will start actually exporting some of these wastes that are difficult to treat, which we transform them into feedstocks for biofuels and biogas. So in short, what we're doing locally here in Cape Town, we've developed a technology which transforms these difficult organic waste streams into feedstocks for biofuels as well as biogas. We've managed to register our project for carbon credits, so every ton of waste that we receive at the facility earns carbon credits as well. We believe in shared value, so we share a portion of these carbon credits with the waste generators themselves, which is an exciting new approach to doing business. We believe that this is an important way in which we can share the value in sustainability. We also believe that it is possible to achieve transitions while making a profit at the same time. And in 2025, we've done a lot of work on developing a system for transitions. I have, in my background, done a lot of work on sustainability transitions stemming out of the Dutch institutes like Drift, and we put that into practice. We've looked at how do we make it more South African or African focused. How is it possible to achieve transitions more rapidly? Because we believe sustainability isn't just about the transformation process itself. It's about the speed at which you can transform to achieve a better bottom line, as well as a more ecologically friendly company, as well as social impacts. So transitions are for us about the speed at which you can change towards a better goal. And we've developed an app and an entire system to help promote rapid transitions for sustainability. So that's the front end of our business. We call it the services model. And just to reiterate, we also have a technology and engineering side to our business, which is about receiving various waste streams and being a viable alternative to landfill. Because we all know that landfills at this point in time are reaching their sell-by date, let's put it that way. And there's a ban on new landfills, not a ban, but there's a reluctance by government to build new landfills. So we need to find ways in which to minimize waste, and we believe it is absolutely possible because we see waste as resources as opposed to waste that is piling up on the landfills. There's about 122 million tons of waste that is recorded to landfills over the last couple of years on a yearly basis in South Africa. A large portion, over a third of that, is actually organic waste, and our company is positioned to capitalize on not only transforming liquid and organic waste into value-added products, but also to develop a system of reward to the waste generators themselves for giving us the waste. So that's where our services model comes in, and the carbon credits program that we've developed. Over and above that, we also believe in sharing the profits that we make out of the products, which translates into what we call a green credit advantage program. And all of this can be developed on the app. We're very excited to launch our app in February. We've got a couple of test clients that are busy using this app. I hate to use the word, but we call it it's a bit of an Uber of waste management. So there's various different ways and means in which you can use the app. It allows for transparency. It allows for the digitization of the services. It allows for ad hoc services as well, and especially we're interested in supporting the smaller informal economy as well, and getting people registered on the app, helping small businesses to grow by linking them to waste generators. So we have 3 categories of clients. We have the waste generators themselves, your restaurants, your KFCs, your McDonald's of the world, which generate waste, and we basically have a network of various service providers, which are the waste management companies themselves or waste transporters. In some cases, they bring us the waste, and in other cases where we don't have the solution, they bring the waste to other partners that have a solution for the waste. But we're certainly not, we're trying to minimize rather the amount of waste that's going to landfill. So that's one of our key goals as a company. Yeah, I think opportunities lie in challenges. So Africa, while it is a very fast-growing continent at this point in time, South Africa may be less so, but it's more of a developed economy as well. There's a lot of opportunities in Africa and the wider continent to deal with waste. We're over 1 billion people in Africa, and where there are people, there is waste. While there's not as much industry, potentially, there is a lot of informal systems in Africa that can be formalized, and we're very excited to look at how we can implement our app to formalize different waste systems, because once again, we don't see waste as waste. We see waste as a resource, and if it lands up in the right entrepreneurial hands, it can be transformed into value. So we extending the services model beyond our own solutions. It really is about creating a network of solutions, and also to understand who all the waste generators are, to categorize them. And it's amazing that we have this technology today to be able to have a map and a network. And of course, the data is critical. So we believe, or we have the insight that collection of the data and understanding what is happening with waste, where it's all coming from, is going to be valuable in itself. And we want to on-sell that to various NGOs, to academics, and we want to have a whole portal where people can do research and actually help support us, because we believe it is possible to live in a world that doesn't have waste. Of course, this is all in response to the way in which we consume as human beings, and the way in which we produce as manufacturers. So it's not just about finding solutions for waste, but it's also about sustainable consumption and production. The entire life cycle of various products needs a lot of work, and it needs a lot of innovation to be able to change. But it does make sense to also look at how resources flow through cities and how we can capture those resources. And very excitingly, there's a lot of work that's going on in the bioenergy economy, and we believe that sustainable development in the waste management space is a low-hanging fruit. Let's deal with the problem, let's deal with the resources that are flowing through our cities, and put them back into the economy. It is possible. Yeah, so carbon credits are an interesting mechanism. I'm actually an economist by trade, and governments are supposed to play a role in righting the wrongs of market failures, let's put it that way. And I think carbon credits are a mechanism to try and right those wrongs. There definitely needs to be better coordination around carbon credits, specifically for projects like ourselves that are, able to use carbon credits or pre-sell carbon credits for investment purposes or startup purposes. I think that's part of the initial intention of carbon credits and the clean mechanism that was developed many years ago. And of course, they are effective, but as I mentioned, they need to be slightly better regulated and accessible. And I think the marketing around carbon credits, especially in South Africa, could be ramped up. And that's part of what we're trying to do as a company as well. We believe that, well, we've registered ourselves as a carbon project through Vera. We're in the process of doing that as well. What we're doing is we're replacing a dirty fuel with a clean fuel in the biofuels space, as well as in the biogas space. So we're able to double our point system with carbon credits, which is great, but we're just one example of many. And I think a more of a coordinated approach is important. We're looking at integrating various carbon credit platforms with our app as well, so that we can highlight various projects, and I think the marketing around that is key as well. What's going to be very interesting is how it becomes somewhat of a currency for various businesses to earn additional income and revenue. Of course, we're quite excited about that, but a lot of people say don't hold your breath. But if we can push this idea and, who knows, even push it into something of a green coin of some kind, it's a really exciting space. We've developed our own incentive program called the Green Credit Advantage Program, which doesn't only take carbon credits into account, but also looks at the profits of our own business and the resources that come out of that, and gives back to the producer of the waste, and that's also to help incentivize the right kind of behaviors. So it's a bit of a rewards program that we've developed. And we're looking for corporates that are interested in partnering on this, and we're calling it the Eco-Conscious Club. So those companies that are conscious of their surroundings and of sustainability and of climate and want to participate in the circular economy must please contact me. I'm sure my details are available. And yeah, we're very proud to also be a sponsor of this conference, and we really believe that many jobs can be created should we pull all the right networks in and get people to work together. Specifically, government, business, and academia really need to have a targeted, focused approach. And we're very excited to be hosting a side event that's going to be specifically focused on the bioenergy economy and how we can promote and transform policy in South Africa. So we've involved various academics and business people, and we're having a closed door session on this, which will be the start of trying to do something and not only talk about things, but actually institute change in South Africa. I'm an absolute patriot. Yes, there are difficult economic and political times, but I really do believe that if everybody can see the momentum that can be created through transformative change and transition management, not only in our companies, but as regions, as cities, it really can stimulate economic growth, and we can pull ourselves out of this slump. So I think we need to embrace the green economy. We really need to focus on all of our sectors. We can't all do everything. We need to specialize. We specialized on waste and network solutions for waste management. And I think there's a lot of room for collaboration. The market is huge. We've only, in the waste space, we've only started recycling really, and recycling systems. I think there can be a lot more coordination between smaller companies as well, partnering with the large companies to support that. I think we need to really stop trying to compete with each other so much and collaborate more. I think that's a very important message that needs to get out there, and platforms like the Green Economy Summit and AGES is fantastic to get people to not feel threatened by each other, but rather to understand what the bigger vision and the bigger goal is for sustainability, not just in South Africa, but for the whole continent. South Africans really also need to be a little bit braver and step out into Africa, build partnerships with other African companies, build partnerships with other startups in other parts of Africa, and I think we can build an amazing network and leapfrog a lot of the let's say, market failures that have happened in the West and in first world countries. It is possible. So I'd really like to thank you, and I'd like to thank our supporters as well, P4G and Savant and AGES for being able to participate in this conference. We're extremely excited about the various sessions that you're involved in, and I'll also be speaking at the conference. So looking forward to seeing you there and engaging with you. Thank you very much.